world had turned its back on him. But if they thought this was the end of his story, they were wrong. Tunde dragged his suitcase through the chaotic streets of Lagos. The noise was deafening, cars honking, street vendors shouting, the scent of roasted plantain and exhaust fumes mingling in the humid air. But Tunde barely noticed. His mind was clouded with one thought. He had nothing left. His own mother had shut the door in his face. His siblings, whom he had sent money to for years, treated him like a disease. He had called every contact he knew, but no one wanted to be associated with a deportee. He stopped in front of a rundown roadside motel. Flies buzzed near the entrance, and the paint was peeling, but it was shelter. He checked his wallet. Only 7,000 naira left. It wouldn't last a week. The room was as bad as he expected. Stained walls, a bed with a sagging mattress, and a flickering bulb. He sat on the edge of the bed, staring at his reflection in the cracked mirror. Who had he become? Just months ago, he was living in a luxury apartment in Texas, driving a BMW. Now he was nobody. A deep anger burned in his chest. His family had abandoned him, but they would regret it. He wouldn't be their failure story. He clenched his fists. If Lagos wanted a monster, he would give them one. Tunde knew he had to act fast. His money was running out, and Lagos was an unforgiving place for the weak. He spent his days wandering the streets, looking for any opportunity. On the third day, he met Dio, an old friend from secondary school. Tunde? Dio's eyes widened. You look different. Tunde forced a smile. Life happened. Dio smirked. You need cash, don't you? Tunde nodded. Dio leaned in. There's a way. It's risky, but it pays well. Tunde hesitated. He had always made his money clean, but desperation had a way of blurring morality. That night, they met in a dimly lit lounge. Several men sat around a table, their faces shadowed by flickering candles. They weren't ordinary businessmen. This job, Dio whispered, involves transporting certain goods. No questions asked. Tunde swallowed hard. He knew what this meant, smuggling. You in or not? One of the men asked, his voice low and threatening. Tunde thought about his family's rejection, his empty pockets, and the hunger gnawing at his stomach. He had no other choice. I'm in. The men exchanged glances and nodded. Tunde had just stepped into a world he didn't understand. Tunde sat in the back of a black SUV, his heartbeat drumming in his ears. Dio handed him a brown package. Don't open it, just deliver it to the address on this card. Tunde nodded, gripping the package tightly. The address led to a high-end apartment in Victoria Island. He knocked on the door, and a burly man answered. You're late, the man growled, snatching the package. He reached